Hey, everybody. I'm here with Lucy. And I imagine some of you who are potentially watching this live stream don't know me. I shouldn't assume that just because you follow me or follow Lucy on Instagram that you know who I am or who we are. So I'll just give a quick little intro to myself. And what we're doing here is talking about a particular course, Harmonium for Yoga Teachers course, that we ran a few months ago. And Lucy was one of the participants. And we're running it again in April. So I wanted to give a little more insight for those of you that are interested in the course, and also just talk maybe a little generally about what we do here, because we run other trainings. And actually, we're in a Bhakti course right now, a Harmonium course specifically for Bhakti Yoga. And we also have drop-in classes every week. So there's a lot that goes on here for Harmonium Kirtan education. And yeah, thanks for being here, Lucy. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share my experience and just spread the word because it's such a gift and it's accessible. So I think if you have the chance to study and join, we got to do it.
All right. Yes, we got to do it. I like the enthusiasm. So we'll just have a short little chat today. I actually have some people coming over for kirtan, so I have a hard deadline. But basically, if you don't know me, actually Lucy and I kind of have some similarities in our background. But I was trained as a classical musician, and then discovered yoga later on in life, and was living in New York City, did a yoga teacher training, and in that discovered kirtan. And from there, one of my teachers encouraged me to pick up the harmonium, start teaching harmonium. That was about 15 years ago, believe it or not. And now I'm doing this because I really feel that it's a calling for me right now. There's a need for it. People want to learn about kirtan. People want to learn about mantra music and chanting and bhakti yoga. So that's what I'm doing here. I've been teaching online, specifically courses I've been teaching online for about 10 years or so. I started teaching on Skype. Remember Skype? Yes. I was there during the Skype days, and then it evolved into these other platforms. And then during the pandemic, really squarely went into this particular medium for teaching, which I've really been enjoying doing. I've connected with people all over the world and been able to help and support in their practice. People like Lucy, who I've also met in person, but some people in these classes I've never met in person. Some people live in Japan or Greece or Belgium. Actually, those are all people that we have like right now. So it's really an international community. But I thought first to just let you know up front, this course that's coming up for Harmonium for Yoga Teachers course is in April. I should have the dates memorized, shouldn't I? I think it's April 2nd to May 10th. But it's a 6 weeks consecutively, Tuesdays and Fridays, New York time, 11 to 1. You can take it from anywhere in the world. And if you can't attend live, we post the videos that day. So there's actually a lot of people that take the class that can't attend live, but we integrate them as much as we can into the experience. They send videos in, feels like they're part of the community and the group. So if those times don't work for you and you still want to be a part of it, you can still take the course. So that's coming up. And actually, we have a special discount early bird that expires on February 20th, which is just a week away. It's a $200 savings. It's a really good deal. So if it's something you're thinking about, now's a very good time to register. So that's the course. It's called Harmonium for Yoga Teachers. And it really has 3 kind of modules that we were working in, components. This course is really for anyone who is teaching yoga classes or has taught or wants to reignite their teaching and bring sound and music and healing and mantra into their courses. So that is the audience. And the way we do that is by breaking it down kind of into 3 parts. One is just kirtan and how you share kirtan in class, usually the beginning and end of class. The second is through live music. So if you want to play music during Shavasana or during warm-ups or even during sun salutations and active parts of the class, we talk about that, we teach that, and we practice that. And then the last component is just the practical application, which is kind of like the final presentation, which everyone gets to present. And even just through Zoom, we teach each other, we lead kirtan, and we provide sound for each other as we rest. do restorative poses, do active poses. It's a really nice component, kind of bring it all together. So that's the three things you'll kind of be engaged in: kirtan, learning about how to lead classes with music, live music, playing the harmonium and using your voice, and then, of course, bringing it all together. So that's what we've done. It's been really wonderful experience. I know that people have benefited from it. Obviously, not just the teachers, but the students they teach. And yeah, Lucy was a participant in the class and a graduate. She graduated. So maybe Lucy, do you want to share just a little bit about briefly how you came to playing the harmonium and yoga, and anything you want to share about that? And then just from this course, maybe like how you most benefited from it personally and how it's affected your sharing of this experience with other people.
Yeah, sure. So, sorry, my camera shook for a second.
All good.
So yeah, Seth, I think you and I share a very similar journey actually to finding the harmonium. I am a classically trained violinist and played for many, many years, thought that was what I wanted to do. And in college, kind of went through a hard time and really shut down and pushed music away, sort of essentially. And I'm also a movement artist, dance, gymnastics, aerial, and yeah, I was very focused on that part of what I do, and wound up going into healthcare and worked in the hospitals as a dietitian and also teaching yoga. During the pandemic, I taught to high school sports teams. And sadly, with everything I'm doing, I got really injured, and to the point like I couldn't teach yoga. I couldn't walk for 8 months, really, it took. And during that time, it was, I see it now as kind of a divine blessing. And I had to, we talk in yoga about the different layers, and we have the physical, the body, and then you go deeper as you go deeper in your practice. So this was sort of, to me, God saying, this is your time to go deeper. And so I couldn't practice yoga. I couldn't teach anymore. So I really started reading and studying, and then heard about this thing called kirtan and the harmonium, and started going to online ones while I was in bed, not able to walk. And I just was like profoundly moved by the music and didn't even know what any of the mantras meant, but knew it was something. And so last summer, oh, Seth, you're frozen. Are you okay? Am I frozen?
No, you're good.
I'm good. Okay.
We hear you perfectly. I was
Me.
just really still, I think. But yeah, I hear you perfectly. You can keep going.
Okay. Last summer, I stumbled into Seth's in-person 3-day training at the Bhakti Center, and really had a pretty spiritual experience. And it was like all the pieces of sort of life kind of made sense, and found my way back to music. And since then, it's just been a journey that's unfolding. And I now play in kirtan regularly. I got to travel with Seth and play at a big festival. And I have to say, the power of the Harmonium Course for yoga teachers, it was an amazing experience, because it's not just a chance to deepen your understanding of the musicality, the theory, the chants, the Sanskrit, but it's a chance to do it with other people and other yoga teachers who are also going through the vulnerability of like bringing this to a class. And it might look easy, and I think the teachers who make it look effortless are masters in a sense, because there's so much intricacy that goes into it. And this course really gives you a chance to go on that journey and to figure out your blockages psychologically, spiritually, what's getting in the way of you sharing your voice. And I'm just still kind of in the caterpillar, reemerging to teaching yoga hopefully this spring. But yeah, I can say we had so many opportunities to practice as the group, to do small groups and practice that process of chanting in the beginning, during poses, in restorative poses. And it was really just, I think, Seth, you probably agree, but beautiful to see how people blossomed, and each week would report back like, I started with Ohms in class, and now I added Loka Samasta, and now I did Om Gam Ganapataye. And I think it lit people up, and it truly adds so much to a yoga class. And this is like another podcast, Seth, one day, you and I, but like, there's something vibrationally about music that accesses those subtle layers of healing. So I think if you're a teacher looking to deepen your relationship to yoga, yoga is an 8-limb thing, to deepen, you can offer that to your students. There's something about the sound vibration of the harmonium. So I really do, if you're feeling the call, I encourage you to listen to your heart. And I can say it won't always be easy, and it's vulnerable and scary. And like for me and for Seth, who went through a similar thing, coming back to music and sharing your voice after a long time of not is not easy, but it's deeply powerful. And I think by this class and by any of the others you take, you will learn so much about kirtan and about music, but so much too about life. And as you find your voice in these classes, it does help you find your voice in life too. So if you have the chance to study, I really, really encourage you to find the bravery and do something that feels a little different and maybe a little bit scary.
Wow. That's beautiful, Lucy. Thank you. That's great. Yeah, we should do a podcast at some point. Be fun. You're speaking very clearly and articulately and from the heart, and that's really awesome. I'm so glad that you stumbled into these classes, to that first class at the Bhakti Center, and that you've taken these courses, and it's been wonderful to watch you grow through the process. So I know this stuff works, and it's really the chanting that works. It's the community that works. It's the music and the sound vibration, like you said, that works. And I'm really just hoping to facilitate more of it and more of it. So I'd actually really like to keep talking, but I do have people coming to my house in about 4 minutes. I do host kirtan at my house, and that's an important thing to do, in-person stuff too. So, but this was a great first kind of delve into doing some more live streams, and just kind of chatting with people. It could keep leading to more things, maybe a podcast at some point. There's so much on these topics that I think people want to hear about. But thanks for sharing your experience. And if you are interested, if you're watching and you're interested in joining this course, it starts April 2nd and it goes until May 10th. It's 6 consecutive weeks. It's all live on Zoom. And you can get more details on my website, sethyogamusic.com, sethyogamusic.com. There's a scheduling page. There's also free trial for a membership that we have that meets on Thursday mornings. We just have like a weekly drop-in class based on the yoga studio model of drop-in classes. So if you just want to come and meet us and you're not sure if you want to take the course yet, or you just want to get to know me and other people in the community, please come on a Thursday morning. On the website on sethyogamusic.com, there's a membership link and there's a free trial at the bottom, so you can just come and check out class. And thanks again, Lucy. Thank you so much for coming today. Looking forward to more class this week, and really appreciate you being here. And I look forward to doing this again for sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Good to see you too.